Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite C-Class rider, Red Clay Roost here. Today we are running the second round of the North Carolina Hare Scramble Racing Series, and we were at Brushy Mountain Motorsports Park in Taylorsville, North Carolina for the second race. Really cool track, one of me and my buddy's favorite places to go when we're just looking to go out and ride around, have some fun. It felt like the conditions today were really great. A little bit of overcast, high 60s. We ended up getting a little sprinkle of rain towards the tail end of the race, which was a nice cool down. As you can see here, we're off. My buddy and I we said we were going to try to stick together a bit more during this race, and I think we did for, I don't know, half of the first lap, and then chaos as usual happens, and we got split up. For now, he's not this guy wearing all black. He's the one in front of him. It's like a dreamsicle with his shirt and helmet combo. Super sick look. But we're off. I think this week we had 21 total riders in our vet 30+ C-Class group. We took a nasty line right here. I have no idea why I went left other than just following that guy. Ultimately, we ended up getting 14th in this race. I guess not terrible considering there were more riders this week, but I'm finding this sport is just tough in general, and so even though I felt like I raced better this week, did not see the results on paper that I was hoping to see, but that's okay. We're still learning a lot. Got a lot out of this race, just like we did out of our first race 2 weeks ago at Lost Valley. This is one of the portions on the track where I don't feel like it's terribly difficult when you're by yourself and you can maintain some momentum, but the moment you get into a little bit of traffic, if you're not trying to chart your own course, it's easy to lose that momentum, and now you're struggling with traction. Just tailing my buddy right now. Go check his page out. It's Yummy Crayons. He's a Marine. Marines like to eat crayons, so he chose to go with the Yummy Crayons handle. But he and I are very similar. We are similarly matched in skill and riding style for the moment. So if you want to go see some excellent C-Class content, his page is a great one to look at too. Fishtail there. Yeah, there were quite a few portions of this track where you're going downhill at a bit of an angle, and made for an interesting experience. Had to account for your rear end doing a little bit of fishtailing and turning the handlebars in the opposite direction to counteract it. It was pretty fun. A little bit of mayhem here. I think we navigated this one okay. I will say, all across the track, there were plenty of arrows, I felt, indicating the right way to go. There were absolutely some moments where there was fallen ribbon meant to cordon off portions of the place that led to a little bit of confusion. I was, I guess, fortunate enough to stay on the track the whole time, but I know others had gone off the track, and Brushy is an absolutely, it's a great compound with a lot of trails, and so going off track in this race and getting stuck in the maze, it'd be real easy to get lost. a soft edge there. It's not the first time it happens to me, or it won't be the last time it happens to me in this race. Fortunately, my eyes will wander towards that outside edge, and of course, that's where the bike then wants to go.
Go!
Get some discipline with my vision. So here we take the outside line. This was absolutely the right choice to make in this situation. There was a bunch of riders getting stuck up here. I think we're going to pass Yummy Crayons there on the right side. We're going to keep trucking along here. Across the first mile marker. Man, should have been standing for a lot of this. I told myself I needed to be standing on the bike more, and I think I did in some areas that I probably wouldn't have 2 weeks ago, but I'm on my bottom for quite a bit of this race. Still struggling with the endurance piece here. We're in the lab at the house trying to work on our legs here, get some endurance back into them. This riding around like this for an hour and a half is just grueling, and I can't be sucking wind 10 minutes into a ride. Good little downhill here.
Go!
Go ahead. My eyes got so big when I saw those ruts ahead of me. Thank goodness I hit them right that time. Ended up doing a bit more passing this round than I did in the first round. I'll admit, half the time I'm passing somebody taking a break or who's gotten hung up, but it's the little things, make you feel a little bit better about the outing. Legitimate passes. So we're coming into the overlook of Brushy. I think this is kind of halfway, or towards the beginning of Trail 2. Would have gone to the right when it was a normal day, but they got us cutting into the woods and going down this pretty steep segment, and then it gets super soft right here. I think in the second lap, when I come back through here, it's even worse. Rutted out, muddy, nasty. Just trying to keep a little bit of speed going through here. Stand up. Well, we're already sitting down again. Just lost it on the edge there. We're good. I think we're coming up on our first creek crossing here. That was definitely one of my favorite features of this place, were all of the different chances to get the bike wet, go through some water. Yeah, I got a little sideways on that crossing, but plenty of creek crossings. I think there's at least three or four that happen during the course of the lap. Those yummy crayons. Try to catch up to him here. Go on, KTM. Hey, there's my boy. It was kind of funny. We were yo-yoing for the first 15 minutes or so. It's like we just couldn't decide who was going to stay in front. Sloppy little cross there. See, I should be standing for this whole segment. This is a fast part of the track. Should be cruising much quicker on my feet here. Sitting down, sucking wind a little bit. There we go. Get a little bit of speed there. Flowy uphill sections. Alright, so we're going to see if we can chase this guy down. I remember seeing him and getting very focused on catching up to this guy to pass him. Then we did. There we go. For everybody keeping track at home, that's one legitimate pass by your boy Red Clay Loosed. W's in the chat. This is a really cool part of the place. These skinny pine trees just kind of sprinkled everywhere on either side of the map, or on either side of the track. Feeling ourselves a little. Great pass by that guy. Standing up, got his head over the front number plate, just pushing it. That's where we're trying to get to. Woo! Super tight left turn here. Boy, Yummy Crayons is right behind us again. I remember seeing him in the corner of my eye. We need to push a little bit here, try to keep him off our tail. Let's not go off the edge. Oh wait, we didn't go off the edge, but we did take a stumble there, and that's just another example of my eyes wandering to the outside of the track and catching that soft dirt. The front tire just took a dive. Thankfully, it happened right before that tree. That probably could have been worse. But we're back on the bike. We're moving. We're grooving. See if we can catch up to our boy. Yeah, Yeah, one of the defining features of this place is the elevation gain and loss you experience. And there's quite a few of these hairpin turns going back down the mountain. I think that may have been the guy that was next to me, Philip. Shout out Philip. Cool dude. Riding a Beta 390. Mile 3. Coming up on the halfway mark of this first lap. I think the track was just a shade over 7 miles long. I'll have to look back at the elevation gain and loss, but it was a good bit. Flowy section here too. Halfway there. Starting to get back up into the trees. At some point soon, I think we start to hit some more traffic. So this got really congested. There was a turn up here, so in front of that guy in the black and white jersey who's kind of turning to the right on the orange bike, probably another 10 or 15 feet, there's a really hard right-hand turn with a very rooted portion of trail. I think it had a little bit of elevation gain, and it was just backed up. I think my buddy Yummy might actually be in the thick of it just ahead of me, and all of us were just like, man, you know what, we gotta get around this. So we just cut through the brush here and popped back onto the trail just on the other side of that turn. And we're moving again. these high banking turns. That felt solid.
Snap, crack, pop, baby.
Keeping up with these guys okay in this portion. I remember pushing a little bit, trying to keep the high vis green in front of me within sight. Frisky little downhill portion here.
Woo!
4 miles in, yeah, that log that I just went over scared the heck out of me in a split second. A log running parallel to the trail in the middle of the trail. That is a recipe for disaster for someone like me. Go past there. Alright, this is kind of where things went downhill a bit for me. So we're hitting another congested portion of the trail. Hey, what's up, Yummy? On this portion of the trail, like, this part wasn't challenging by any means. Again, I think if there's nobody right here, you just zip right on by. Not a big deal. But the elevation gain here is just enough that you come to a stop. Now you're having to reestablish momentum. I'm stuck on a route currently. Didn't realize it at first. Yummy goes by me. I end up getting off this route, but the turn up ahead is a left-hand turn, and there's this like step-up portion where there's a pretty sizable tree root series that you gotta get over, and that is what caused this whole backup. So as I'm sure you can hear, I was just wailing on my engine. Wasn't really in the right gear. But I think even if I was, I'm just skidding on that soft spot or where that root was. Still waiting. Let's see, go past this Yamaha real quick. Yep. We're up and over. See, really not a big deal. Lost a lot of time in the process. I think here in the next few minutes I'm going to mention that my clutch is no longer working. My clutch lever has 0 resistance. I've effectively overheated it in all of that. And yeah, I gotta be better about gear selection and how I'm feathering the clutch. Probably need to go ahead and look at some new clutch plates for my bike anyways. Try to get that done before the next race. Yeah. So I'm starting to realize clutch lever is super spongy.
Oh, I've lost my clutch lever.
So the challenge now is if I slow down at all, and I'm not in the right gear for the RPM range I'm in or the speed I'm in, the bike's going to stall out. Which, I mean, I worked through it, but going downhill, that was pretty sketchy. It felt like it didn't matter if my clutch was pulled in all the way. The friction plates were still slipping on each other, and or weren't slipping on each other effectively. And I was at risk of stalling out, going down a hill. So right here was the portion where my buddy went to the right and he should have gone left, and I think somebody blew right through that white ribbon and ripped it in half, and it messed up the integrity of the directions of this. But we saw it. I'm trying to diagnose what's going on here with my bike.
no,
You
my
see me
clutch
just
is
spamming the
fucked.
clutch lever there. Feels like there's zero resistance. Tighten the nut a little bit, make sure that didn't just fall off or something. It is still there. I've got a yeah, we're getting going. I've got a hydraulic clutch, not a cable assembly, but I was just looking down on the left side of the
guys,
bike.
I might be done.
And, the connection point was still there.
I don't know if I burned it.
So, in this moment, I'm not sure if I've just absolutely torched my bike or if I've just overheated it. But as time goes on, I do start to kind of feel some resistance, and then I get full control of my clutch again, but it's not until after I finish the first lap and I'm into the second lap. So I'm riding a bit timid now, afraid that the bike's going to cut off at any point, and not having full control of the delivery of the rear wheel. Still able to shift gears a little bit, but
All right, I think we're getting it back a little bit. I think.
got some hairpin turns here. There we go.
Maybe not feather it as much.
5.5 miles in.
Please don't stall. Please don't stall.
Yeah, this is pretty steep.
Please don't stall. Yeah, this whole portion was a lot of fun. Flowy. Going uphill slightly now. Ooh, close call right there.
coming up to the spectators. So this is really lively part of the track, obviously. A lot of people watching. We're coming up to the big hill climb, so this is the indicator that we're getting close to the end of the first of the lap. I'm still having clutch issues. I'm in third gear. I think I might have been in fourth gear, and I said, you know what, let's charge this hill. Oh wait, motor has nowhere near enough torque to get to the top there. So we yeet that thing up the hill, give a little somersault for the crowd. My man in the white t-shirt helps my bike get off the ground. We're back on it. Still in the same gear. I'm not thinking clearly enough to get out of that high gear. And we get to the top, find the power band, and I lose control. Just a little baby flip there. Hop back on the steed. So my companions go through, and then we are off again. Hoping that everybody here will quickly forget that I ever came by. Humbling experience, to say the least. Yeah, this portion coming up was, I think, without a doubt, my least favorite part of this whole route today. Once I got to the top of the hill, I thought for sure this was just going to be kind of some flowy trails to get us back down the mountain to get to the booth to get our helmet scanned. It was not. This whole portion I'm about to get into was just like a nasty, steep downhill section, super tight, rutted out, and the second lap, I swear, was 3 times as worse as it is right here. But just a tough part. I'm already tired, falling off the bike twice in 15 seconds and picking it back up, going down the hill now. We're in the pain cave right here, just trying to get through it. Take a quick little nap right there. Yep. We're tired. We're fatigued. Pick that 250-pound monster off the ground. Yeah, I remember my front wheel got stuck behind that little sapling. That was just pissing me off. Bike is in gear still. Come on, just keep going. Get going. Good. So deceiving. You see all the cars, thinking, alright, I'm close. I'm right there. Yeah, we're still so far away. The only one picking my bike up off the ground over here. And we're out of it, thank goodness. Well, folks, if you've made it this far, I just want to say thanks for watching. I know this is likely not the most exciting white knuckle content out there in the hair scramble world, but I think it's a realistic view of somebody just getting started, getting into air scrambling in general. But we're coming up on the very end of my first lap. We should be coming up in the toll booth here any moment. I ended up running, like I said, by the end of the race, I was in 14th out of 21 riders in my class. My second lap, even though it felt better, ended up being about the same time as my first lap. So you are welcome to continue along. Watch what kind of fun I get myself into the second go round. My clutch does start to come back probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes, so I get a little more confidence back into my riding. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Next race is what is the next race? Flat Rock in 2 weeks at the very end of March. So got registered for that one. Like always, we'll keep that thing on us, keep the camera on our chest, and see if we can put some better numbers up on the board for us. Thanks again, everybody. Catch you on the next one.
into second gear one time, huh? That hurt. Good. All right. What?
EMS is working in the trail, just be heads up.
All right then. They all right? All right. Huh? Good, go. Shut off, big old fucking thing. Damn it. No. like the idea. I like the idea. yeah, a little bit of rain, that feels good. We like it. We can do this all day, baby. Clutch is back, I think. Finally. try to sneak past you, bud. You're good, bro. I ain't no hurry. Holy hell, this is gnarly. This is a 45-degree downhill. I'm sliding the whole way, baby. Ah! Oh, are we B class right now? Yeah, that's a B class maneuver. Man, my triceps are fried after that. Yo, yo.